Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Breaking news. Being reported on several media outlets that Tucker's Carlson's replacement has been found by Fox. All over the internet now is the former press secretary for Donald Trump, Kayleigh is going to be Carlson's replacement. I like her a lot. We're going to have to see how it goes. Well, let's read the story. This is from the conservativebrief.com. Popular figure Kayleigh McEnany will host the 8 p.m. Eastern time slot of Fox News next week. McEnany served previously as the White House press secretary under President Donald Trump before joining Fox News. Will host the show, which is currently being called Fox News Tonight, since Tucker Carlson's ouster from the network. Yeah, it's, I like her a lot. I'm not sure what her relationship with Trump is lately, but I will say this. She did do a hell of a job as the press secretary. She's the one, remember her, that had the big, thick notebook with all the tabs in it. Whenever everybody asked a question, she went right to it and they gave him a straight answer. She was really, really good. She came very, very prepared. Unlike the current press secretary, Corinne Jean-Pierre, even though she has a great name, she sucks as a press secretary. I mean, it's like that scene in MASH where they had a press conference and they were asking a general a question, and the general goes, "This is a press conference. The last thing I want to do is answer a bunch of questions." Fox announced last week that the network had parted ways with Carlson. Fox News stated it would rotate hosts before making any decisions. Fox and Friends co-host Brian Kilmeade helmed the show on the first week after Carlson was abruptly shown the door. Lawrence Jones, the host of the weekend program Cross Country, took over for the second week. I do like Lawrence Jones. McEnany co-hosts Fox midday opinion program Outnumbered, which often boasts better ratings than network talk show competition, including GMA3, Today with Hannah and Jenna, Media reported. And there's a picture over there. Here's the thing. Will they tune in to watch? My guess is about half of what they lost will turn in. And I don't think it's because of her. I think she acts and has the attitude that she did when she was press secretary. She'll be very successful. But the fact of the matter is people are pissed. Not at her, but at Fox News. And how do you show your displeasure of what Fox did without hurting her? You can't. And my understanding of the rest of the shows have taken a pretty good hit, too, as far as number of viewers go. So everything is connected. It's like having, a mediocre show on a network television, but you put your number one show at 8 o'clock, or should I just say 9 o'clock, and you put your mediocre show at 10, and they get some carryover viewers. We're going to see what happens. Rumors are swirling around who the network might choose to take over Carlson's time slot. Media published a report titled "Who Replaced Tucker Carlson?" And they go on to, simply move people around, some of the suggestions. I'll tell you the truth, the only show I watch on Fox now at all, now that Tucker's gone, is Greg Gutfeld. He's freaking hysterical. These guys are great. Tyrus is great. Kat Timp is great. They're all great. Oh, boy, I'll tell you. She was on the short list here to get some of the people that they, Pete Herzog, Jesse Waters, Sean Hannity gets the news he has been dreading. Yeah, Tucker being gone. And there's just some posts that were done. Time will tell what Fox News decides to do, but news of Carlson's firing ignited a firestorm on social media. Yeah, of course it did. The number one cable news show in the country. Carlson was reportedly blindsided with a phone call from Suzanne Scott informing that he had been fired. The firing came as Carlson had been negotiating a new contract that would have paid him through 2029. However, a former Fox News host thinks he knows the reason why. During an interview with Chris Cuomo of News Nation, Bill O'Reilly, and former Fox News host who previously occupied the colored 8 p.m. time slot, argued that he believes Carlson was fired because the network is facing a slew of lawsuits related to the 2020 election. Fox News settled with that or I should say that company, because you can't say the word, they'll screw up the algorithm, and agreed to pay a whopping $787 million. I would have had the dirty laundry. That's a lot of money. They wanted $1.5 billion. The network's also ongoing lawsuit filed by former Fox booker Abby Grossberg. Now, interesting, she says Tucker did all these things. She's never even met him. Well, that's another story for another time. Because the pending litigation has harpooned this morning, Carlson didn't know it just happened. And that's the nature of television news, the most wicked industry in the United States of America. Tucker Carlson took over from me. The first 3 years, his ratings were soft. In 2020, he took a right turn. Carlson basically programmed for a very hard right audience, and his numbers came up. Yeah, because there's hardly anybody for conservative people to go. I don't mean to be a dick. You know, Bill has his faults. Wasn't a huge fan, but he has faults. But here he is with Chris Cuomo. My God. Soon after news of Carlson's firing, reports shed light on him who made the final decision to cut ties to the top post. A new report reveals that Lachlan Murdoch, the chief executive of the Fox Corporation, and Suzanne Scott, chief executive, decided on Friday to fire Carlson. Then Scott informed Carlson on Monday morning of the decision. Carlson believes he was fired because the Murdoch family is planning on selling the network. I happen to believe that. But here's the thing. Your number one guy that brings in the most revenue, let's tell the truth here. When you go to buy a business, unless it's a far left buying a social media company, you're looking for what brings in the revenue. And Tucker Carlson's ads, even though there was some boycotts made, Tucker Carlson ads that ran on his show on the internet as well as in cable news brought in the most amount of money because they had the most viewers. That's the way it works. So we're going to have to see what happens. We're going to have to see. I wonder how Kayleigh will do. I wish her well. I'm a coin flip whether I'll watch her or not. Not because I dislike her. It's because I'm upset with Fox and what they did to Tucker. I think it came at a very bad time. Maybe it'll work out. We'll see what the exit plan is for Tucker and Fox News, whether they just make him sit all through next year and just pay him. I don't know. It's probably going to involve a bunch of lawyers and a bunch of judges, I would imagine. So there it is, folks. That's what's going around the internet right now. Kayleigh McEnany replaces Tucker Carlson. As this story develops more, we'll get into more detail at a later date. And until next time, goodbye and good luck.